Dear Lord, I know there's more important things to be worrying about in this life, and I know there is much more important things that you need to be watching over. But please, I'm craving a relationship, Lord. I don't know if it's you or if it's me, but I'm going to take your dreams as a sign that I must pursue this very age-inappropriate relationship, Lord, okay? I'm not going to listen to anyone else. I need. Okay, thank you, you can't say anything bad about me, okay? Because I'm a man of faith. I'm a religious man, so you can't say anything bad, okay? Because I am a man of faith, religious, in case I didn't mention that. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in something called the Cave of Delusion, because today's victim is one of the creepiest victims. Now, in terms of him being the creepiest, I'm not sure, but he's up there. Okay, he's like subtly creepy, right? Behind closed doors, he might have a latch or two that you peek inside. Holy smokes, what is that? Type of creepy vibes I personally get from him. So strap yourselves in, get your magnifying glasses at the ready, because you are going to need to pinpoint a few things, because he tries to slyly make himself seem better than he actually is. Or that he actually portrays to be. Dun dun dun! Or something along those lines. He's just very creepy, okay? So just be very wary of that. Get your red flags at the ready. I'll see you. Oh, and also, did I mention he's a religious man? You're gonna be hearing that a lot in this video.
This man thinks he's talking to a 27-year-old model he met on Instagram.
They said they prayed for a relationship. They wanted someone to build a relationship for a future, to make money together.
He's going to get a good amount of money from the sale of his deceased mom's house. And so he's gonna take that money and move to Atlanta to be with Janice.
Oh, so much to unpack here. I've already got a headache. And no, not because of this video. Mother Nature has defecated all over me. My head upside down, twisted itself into a pretzel. My brain right now feels like it could be sponsored by Rubik's Cube. I hate this already. You're telling me that you genuinely think a 27-year-old model wants anything to do with you. She threw in that sprinkle, that sugar, that cherry on top. Have some god. This is a divine intervention or something. Yes, I can't wait to watch another person on this show use religion, but only when it suits them. In the UK, if the Lord has delivered in the UK, goodness, this story, the Lord would be working for every. And that might be a joke that go over some people's heads. But if you're like from America or something, just picture the worst delivery service in your area. That's what the Lord works for in this instance. Because I don't think anyone was praying for Mr. Jason here. I've already got the vibes he's going to turn out to be a bit of a creep. Because 27 years old, I don't think he's 28.
Really?
Wow. Well, I have been in 4 relationships online that have ended up in scams.
You know, I think there's a lesson there. And even if it doesn't turn out to be a scam, right? If you have 4 relationships that have failed online, I'm not saying there's no one out there that can't come into your life and change that entire perspective. However, it might be for the best that you take some time off the internet then, okay? And if this was flip reverse and it's in person, maybe you've had some bad luck in person dating, just take some time to yourself. Really understand what you're looking for, what you want in a partner, and maybe look inwards, because there might be something that you can change about yourself that might make you then realize, hey, maybe I need something completely different in my future relationships. Because I feel like 4 times, and they've all turned out to be scams, I feel like someone is the common denominator here, and it's not the lovers. I just need to point that out. It's okay to look at yourself and take accountability. You might be looking elsewhere, but you need to look inwards, Jason. And I just get flashbacks of Heavy Rain if anyone's played that PlayStation all-time classic. Jason! Jason! Horrible flashbacks. And I feel like Jason here is also going to give me horrible flashbacks by the end of this. My head at the back here is pulsating right now. I'm gonna try and keep a level head here.
Jason wants to know if the person he's talking to is who they say.
I really am sorry to Janice. What are you doing in that image there? Huh? How long can I stay on this image before something gets flagged about this commentary? What are you doing? You put your legs back normal. Don't spread them akimbo in this recording.
To is who they say they are, or just another catfish.
Yes.
Look at this. WhatsApp is the CEO and chief engineer of SpaceX.
Oh
Huh?
boy.
Elon
I just
Musk.
think we need to move as fast as we can and put everything together and sit down with him and talk to him about it.
They're using you to funnel money.
But it's not looking very good for you, Jason.
No.
Oh.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your
Go do that.
engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
But here they are.
All right, team. We got another case.
Let's go.
I'll get into the email. Hi, Catfish team. I'm trying to find out who I've been talking to online. The person claims to be an online personality, Janice Renee.
Renee in the comments. TT member. Salute. Hello. Can you tell me if Renee is a common surname? Because I feel like it's not, but I'm not a Renee connoisseur. So let me know, Renee. Janice Renee just sounds so exotic, doesn't it? Like, oh, look at me, I'm Janice Renee.
And seems to know a lot about her life and background.
What?
I first connected with him on Instagram, but now speaking exclusively on WhatsApp.
Who is them?
I want to go visit, but I need help confirming whether I'm really speaking with Janice Renee or someone pretending to be them. Sincerely, Jason.
Right.
Hello, Catfish team. My name is Jason.
How old
I
are you,
am
man?
From the Houston area.
How old are
In the
you?
past, I've actually started in the grocery industry. I worked for a grocery company called Apco Foods. I don't know if they're still in existence, but they were in Arizona. And then when I came to Houston, I worked for Kroger, H-E-B. And then from the grocery industry, I kind of got into the technology industry.
How does that
So
work?
I worked for AT&T for a little bit. But I decided to go to Bible college and I became a youth leader at a church. I've served as a youth pastor in college. Got my degree, my bachelor's degree.
After earning his bachelor's degree in Bible studies, Jason decided to start a podcast to share his faith and inspire others.
Right.
I started my podcast back in 2015. Then it evolved to a ministry podcast. So I'm a man of faith. And I use that platform to give encouragement and not just preach in sermons, but to offer hope to others and to teach people a better way about love and forgiveness and everything that Jesus taught me.
There's so much to unpack there. First of all, blurring the name of his channel whilst the title of the video is there, I don't really think is gonna do much, but hey ho, you've done your part, guys. He started working in grocery, so obviously, naturally, he's doing a bit of shopping for some 27-year-olds. Then he moved on to mobile phone business. I get you. You're trying to seek some service. You're trying to get in communication with everyone. As long as they're 27. But also, dare I say, it's quite concerning that he teaches about faith. Faith? Goodness, always get the F with the TH mixed up. And this is what has become of your love? A much younger, loving relationship. That's. We don't know what you're preaching, but I don't think God has mentioned this in the Bible. So, but hey, let's not judge too much just yet. We don't do that on this channel, do we?
After Jason established his podcast, he met a woman he thought he could settle down with.
Took a vow with my ex. I had an ordained minister there, but we didn't technically sign legal documents. But we lived together in an apartment in Virginia. But she ended up behind my back talking to a guy.
Goodness.
Went to Carolina and never came back.
Damn.
Before then, I met some people online, and I've done some online relationships.
Right.
After turning to the internet for love, Jason had unfortunate luck finding a trustworthy partner.
I have been in 4 relationships online that have ended up in scams. I got celebrity scammed. I'm going to admit that.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock. It's the best scammer I've ever encountered. I don't know if you've ever watched Sandra Bullock's home videos that she does.
What?
She speaks differently. She has a mannerism. She uses her hands and mannerisms, and she speaks differently than she speaks on camera. She doesn't sound the same. They got it spot on.
What are you talking
They
about?
had her, the way she speaks, the way she talks.
Shut up, big man. Just shut your damn mouth right now, okay? Because whilst I can maybe, if I'm feeling generous, which I'm not, maybe I can cut you some slack on another day. Oh, the scammer was really good at portraying Sandra Bullock, but I must stress the absolute bollocks of this situation, because that suggests to me, that implies that you genuinely believe that she would want anything to do with you. And oh my God, it was so real. It was such a real, genuine situation. Look how good they portrayed her. And you're not questioning the fact that a celebrity is talking to you. So, on another day, I might cut you some slack, but I'm not going to. That is not this day. You're giving me very eerie vibes. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know if it's just the music choice here. I don't know if it's his mannerisms, since he wants to harp on about mannerisms so much. It's just giving eerie. It's giving creepy. It's giving, what do you do? Right? But we'll further ourselves on in this video. None of that was English, but forgive me.
Her home videos, even got her mannerisms down too. I mean, anyone that hasn't seen her home videos that she does for people, you could get easily fooled.
Just what home videos is he talking about? Because I find that maybe adds to the eeriness of him. What home videos? What are you talking about? Does she have a YouTube channel where she posts vlogs or something? Someone let me know in the comments. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to say, Houston! Oh, we have a very big bloody problem.
I got scammed from them, I think altogether, at least $2,400. I finally just broke away. I was like, I can't talk to these people anymore. They just want money. They don't want to build a true relationship. They don't want anything to do with faith.
Okay, sorry to cut you off there. Hashtag not sorry at the same time. Whilst I maybe on another day might appreciate your enthusiasm in wanting to find someone who doesn't want your money, wanting to find someone who wants to build a life together, do you think that someone comes in the form of a 27-year-old? I just need to ask these questions, okay? People need to ask themselves deep down, what am I doing here?
Fun of faith and my faith, and they just use God. They manipulate. And it's sad. It really is that I just got used.
Having no luck with past relationships, Jason found himself traveling down a different path to find love.
I originally came in contact with their prior Instagram account,
Goodness
which was actually tied into their ex account.
gracious me.
We have to go back.
Can we just take a look at the pictures we are seeing here? Just look at that middle image. Legs akimbo. Oh! Don't block this video, please. Okay, YouTube.
It's a little warm in here.
I also want to stress, don't think I've forgotten that beginning bit where Bree said he's going to use money from the sale of his mother who's passed away home to fund this scammer. Don't worry, we're building up to that. Yeah, I can't blow off all my steam right now. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. I need to contain myself somewhat, or else I will perish in this chair. So, just stop, for the love of God, showing me such sultry images, okay? I'm not trying to see any of this. You can interpret what you want from that. Oh, sorry, we'll just carry on.
Which was actually tied into their ex account and other accounts.
Okay.
And I had conversations with them. I talked to them. I was young. I was a lot wiser back then. I didn't believe everybody was real online. I thought everyone was just fake.
What?
And I'm like, I left. I don't know really remember
so
why.
confused.
I was like, I'm not having any of this online stuff. I'm out of here. You know, I'm gone. But this time it's different.
So is
I had a dream. You know, when God wants to show me something, he shows me something.
Oh
I don't
my.
I don't have any control of, you know, what God shows me. She was standing there in her red dress. I couldn't see her face. I saw her from the side. I saw her back. And I've had 2 dreams about her. She's a mixed race.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
She's mixed. They're mixed. You know, Latina, Hispanic.
I'm so confused.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So they speak Spanish. And we were getting ready for our wedding. We were getting married. And that's how it started.
What started?
I used to be a part of the LGBT community. I used to be bisexual. I used to be. But I never really felt that attraction for, like, men at all.
There are so many questions spinning around in my head.
Transgender, you know, ones that
What the hell are you talking about?
felt bad for them because, you know, they just get casted out of society. And that's where I am now. I still have my faith. I still believe in Jesus. I still pray, much like this person I'm talking to. They believe in Jesus. They still pray and they still have faith. We've had conversations like you would have, like trying to juggle Christianity and in the transgender community because they're total opposites of each other. I'm like, don't you think it's a sin that
What is
you're
this?
creating all this content?
What are you kissing first? Janice, please get this off my screen because the foot fetish in me cannot stare at that any longer. I tell you that much.
You naughty.
Can we just address the fact that this Donnie not only said earlier on that he doesn't like people using his faith or using faith in general, but then proceeded to use faith as a means of continuing this very age-inappropriate relationship? Can we just, like, address that fact, please? Like, I understand you very strongly feel a way about people using religion as a means of making jokes or getting what they want out of someone, but then you've just done the same thing. Do you know what I mean? So, you're not really making any sense here, mate. Do you know? Like, genuinely, man said a dream. God showed you in his dream, did he, that you need to pursue this inappropriate relationship for what exactly? Can you tell me? Or are you just nonchalantly going to leave out key information. You are thinking with the wrong head, let's be honest here. You're just letting your downstairs control your life. But that wouldn't be the first time on this show, so...
Like, that's perversion. That's, if you look at Christianity, that's from the devil. I'm like, you're doing the devil's work.
What is going on?
You got suckered right into it. And you're okay with that? You're okay promoting this filth and this content that children and teenagers are going to grow up to watch? Not right. She's taught me a lot, like, about listening more and speaking less and biting my tongue because I have a temper.
I mean, Janice is correct. If I don't calm my temper, someone will leave. It's not Janice, obviously, but my soul will leave. He's talking about perversion and, you know, I guess crucifying Janice for the lifestyle that she lives making this content. But then, in the same vein, you are here also, I guess, in a somewhat perverted relationship. So, like, what is going... I'm skeetering, right? Because obviously I'm not perfect, and religion is a very touchy subject. But, like, we've got to address these things. We got to hit the nail on the head, you know what I mean? You can talk about the devil and all this, but you are here as well, right? And I'm sorry if this is, like, harsh or whatever, but you can't tell me you haven't gotten a grip of yourself using Janice's pictures. Let's be honest here. I'm not accusing you of it, of course, but let's be honest here.
You know, I've argued, I've cussed her out over stuff, and, like, you just got to be careful, you know, not to get so angry. I'm like, yeah, well, normal people actually have normal relationships and actually, like, meet each other and, like, talk on the phone and do videos, you know? She said she'll get in trouble if she video calls. Or
with who?
She almost called me when she was at work, you know? And
well,
said,
then...
I almost got in...
Then how about video call when you're home? Is that such a crazy idea? Goodness, what a concept in big 2025.
She almost got in trouble. And then
oh my God.
She was like, in case it gets banned, I guess what happened.
Too many risque photos.
You know, she was like, hey, can we keep in touch? So we talked through WhatsApp.
Since moving to WhatsApp and communicating freely, sure, Jason and Janice have gotten to know each other on a deeper level.
All right.
I sent her photos of my dog and stuff. Found out they love dogs. They love animals, you know. We pray. They come from a Christian family. So when they decided to transition, their family shunned them away. Which is sad. It really is.
It is.
You know, they said they prayed for a relationship. They wanted someone to build a relationship for a future, you know, to make money together, to build together.
Yeah.
You know, and they said they prayed for a godly, God-fearing man.
Right.
You know, they wanted somebody of faith.
Yes.
They don't like to rush things because they don't want... I guess they've been in relationships before and they've been hurt. We've only known each other for like a month. It hasn't been 6 months yet.
Well, they might not want to rush things because, you know, they're not real. Funny how that would work. I just really am conflicted by this guy. Not in the sense that there's a part of me that thinks, you know, he's good, because I really just don't think that way about him, to be honest. I don't care if that comes across as harsh, but I'm still getting that eerie vibe. I'm conflicted in the sense that although he's saying all of these things, and he comes across maybe as someone who's very loving, etc., you know, I'm just getting, I don't want to say it, but like, I'm getting like incel vibes. I don't know if that's crazy of me to be just chucking that out there, but that's what I'm getting. I really don't feel comfortable watching him, you know?
You know?
You know, yeah.
Like when you're planning something for your whole life, you don't rush it. I've asked them, where are they going? Who are they going to be with?
What?
They said, I'm going to go be with my partner, you. I'm like, okay. And then I asked them, well, who are you going to spend Christmas with or New Year's? You know, what's your prayer?
That seems very pushy.
Well, I guess they're praying to spend Christmas. They want to spend it with me. That's the miracle that they want.
You're a miracle.
Why she chose me is because I was not into that content. I wasn't into that. But we talk about how, when I'm with my partner or married, we do talk about how, I believe in romance, because I asked her, do you like romance? She's like, with my partner, yes. I do agree with being intimate.
Why are we zooming down?
With my partner.
Being scammed in the past,
Stop.
Jason has learned to not give money to anyone he hasn't met.
Yeah, that's all great and stuff. But you also have to be very wary of the time and energy that you give to people as well. You're just giving it to the wrong people, in my honest opinion. And I want to throw another curveball out there. If you're so set on wanting to be with someone, and I get it, rightfully so, you would want to be with someone of a similar faith because that's what you want. Why not from your church then? Right?
Have sent each other small amounts to help out in difficult times.
I probably have sent her like $30, $40.
So you have sent money, like...
She's let me keep money too, because recently my car broke down and it's like I haven't been able to work.
Oh, so money laundering.
I haven't been able to make money. She's like, I can't give you a lot, but I'm going to help you out with what little I can, to get you back on your feet. No scammer would ever do that. Janice has taught me how to save my money. And they said they save their money. They're saying always save, 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 and save. They said it's important, even if it's a little, every week. Even if it's not a set amount, save. Put it away somewhere where you're not going to use it or spend it.
What is going on here, man?
Account, even if it's... And I guess there's ways that you can even put money in a Bitcoin account.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Other accounts and lock them for like 6 months or a certain amount. They said the only drawback to that is you can't have access to it.
Okay, nobody do that. Okay, I'm not a finance guru. I'm not going to tell you I can make you a millionaire in 69 seconds. But I'm urging everyone, don't save your money by putting it into Bitcoin. Get a reputable financial advisor before you listen to Jason and his online lovers BS, okay?
It's stuck until that set time of that 6 months, and then you can lock it again if you need to.
Shut up.
This person's different. So I know this person is not a scammer.
What are you on about?
This person,
what?
Are they a catfisher?
This person's not a scammer because they told me to put my money into Bitcoin. What is, the logistics behind his thinking? I don't understand.
Mr. Krabs, I am so confused.
It seems Jason isn't afraid that Janice is trying to scam him out of money.
Whatever,
So
man.
why exactly has he reached out to us?
Am I talking to Janice Renee?
I don't know.
Or someone totally different?
I don't know, man.
Who is it?
You tell me.
Because I can tell you the good Lord hasn't showed me in dreams. He's kept their face hidden. So who are they?
Stick around until the
Get
end,
a grip.
Seekers. We'll reveal to Jason if he's been talking to the real Janice Renee or just somebody catfishing him.
Yes.
The side hustles are way different than what you think they are.
What?
It feels disgusting.
Side hustle?
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too.
Go do that.
If you're looking to contact us and you think you might need our help finding out who you're communicating with online,
not today,
or maybe
guys.
you need help breaking through to a friend or a family member, don't
today.
hesitate to reach out to our email, sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We can help you find the answers you've been looking for.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish Online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
Go do that.
After learning more about Jason, David, Brianne, and I sat down to discuss how we could help him out.
So I spoke to Jason, and he mentioned being scammed 4 other times in the past and lost $2,400. But he mentions that he feels more scam savvy and that he thinks he's talking to the real Janice Renee and he wants us to confirm that for him.
What were the other scams? Like how
Sandra
were they
Bullock.
scammed?
I believe one of them was fake Sandra Bullock.
Crazy.
So this Janice, are they like a celebrity or like a normal person? Or
Yeah, so she has an OnlyFans account, and she's a adult film actress, and he supposedly only sent her $40 through crypto.
Sounds extremely low. But what else do we have as far as research?
David might be looking off to the side. He's looking for the answers to the question that I don't really know what I'm saying. $40 might seem low in comparison to a lot of these stories, but that is $40 too much. Like, let's be honest here. Also, thickie. Your favorite thickie. Oh, gosh, not even your favorite thickie. I might have to start calling myself Thickie H or something, because that is an incredible adjective. Thank you, Janice. If there's anything I've learned from this video, it's thickie.
So he was talking to her on Instagram, and then they've moved on to WhatsApp. So I think we need to look at the WhatsApp account. Also confirm the Instagram account to see if this is her verified account.
so where does this person supposedly live?
So Janice lives in Atlanta, and he thinks that he's going to get a good amount of money from the sale of his deceased mom's house.
Okay.
And so he's going to take that money and move to Atlanta to be with Janice.
Okay, and now we've built up. It's a crescendo now. All that time I've spent dogging on this guy, saying I'm conflicted, whatever. No, deep down, I actually feel very strongly that I dislike this guy, because if there is anything I absolutely despise on this show, is when victims, directly or indirectly, use an inheritance, something passed down to them, etc., etc. I lose my shit. Your mother's passed away, and you think, you know, I'm not going to respect the home, I'm not going to put the money to good use, I'm going to use it in my online fake love relationship. Yeah, let's really drive home the point of Jason being a shitbag. That's great, man. Good on you.
As far as research, I mean, IP tracker seems really straightforward, right? If they say they live in Atlanta, the IP should be in Atlanta, or they better have a really good reason why it's not.
Vacation.
I just think we need to move as fast as we can and put everything together, figure out what we can research, and sit down with him and talk to him about it.
So she has two ways that you can tip her, via PayPal and Cash App. We can just double check on how he sent those funds. I know he mentioned Coinbase, but let's just double check that he's sending the funds under this verified account here that she shared.
Yeah.
He's never tipped through any of this?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
There's also the opportunity of us trying to reach out to Janice to see if she'd be willing to jump on a call, validate this. I don't know if this happens to her all the time, but you know, it's worth a try.
All right, team. Well, it sounds like we got a good game plan here. Let's just get to work. Let's see if we can help Jason here.
All right.
Let's go.
Cool.
With no time to waste and a lot to unpack, David and Brienne got right to work researching the information Jason provided.
Okay, we have a handful of information that we've been given from Jason. We have the social media profiles he's talking to. We have the WhatsApp phone number that he's talking to. This person, Janice, says they live in Georgia, so we have to confirm that. And then what else do we have?
Well, it looks like he may have sent funds through crypto, so we're gonna have to request that from him. And also, he mentioned this is the profile that he was chatting with, and they asked him to go off of this Instagram account and start chatting via WhatsApp. So this is the account. But what I noticed was there was another Instagram account with her name and images.
47
Janice
followers,
Renee.
so that can't
and there's
be
also
real.
a link tree.
Those look like official links. What about the Twitter account?
Well, maybe it's real.
Twitter
With 47 followers?
221,000 followers.
Okay,
so
that's
this is
real.
her main profile.
That might be
And
real.
it's connected to the other Twitter account. But in the link tree, it doesn't list the other Instagram account that Jason's talking to.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's highly suspicious. There are a lot of people from Ghana that are following the Instagram account.
Mm-hmm.
They're following a bunch, like 33 women, like random people, where like the real accounts that we know are real accounts, they're following groups or like celebrities. Well, let's look up the phone number.
Not
So
always.
the thing about this is a 512 area code, which is from where? It's Texas. It's Austin, Texas. But they say they live in Georgia.
It does say Texas. Likely a business.
So there's nothing on Social Catfish, which means that it's probably a newer phone number.
Definitely WhatsApp account link.
WhatsApp?
Oh, there's a picture in WhatsApp.
Open it up.
So then wouldn't he have
Look at
seen this?
WhatsApp, it says CEO and Chief Engineer of SpaceX.
Oh boy.
It's Elon Musk.
Yeah, I said that.
Is that what it shows right now in WhatsApp or no? There's no picture anymore. So they must have just changed that picture. So this is January 2025, this profile pic, right?
Yeah.
And this WhatsApp account says that they were CEO of SpaceX, and now all of a sudden they're a OnlyFans model.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all, and there's no correlation. And there's no information on the phone number, which means that it's a newer phone number. I mean, but that's the other red flag, right? Like if somebody has like a legit phone number, they're gonna have it connected, especially, they met on Instagram. So there's a Twitter account, Instagram account. So why is this person talking to him and then those phone numbers are not connected to those accounts? The other thing too, I mean, he thinks this person lives in Georgia. Like, let's just do an IP tracker.
Okay. I think we need to know where Jason's at with this person. He feels like this can't be a scammer. Why would she send me $16?
I mean, this is
Money
definitely
laundering.
seems bogus. But right now we need crypto wallets and we need to know who sent him the funds. And then we'll get an IP tracker out and then we should have enough information to get him some closure.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
Lego.
Now that we had a plan of action, David and Brienne sat down with Jason to share
Goodness
the
me.
details.
What is he drinking?
Jason, how's it going?
Hi,
Can you hear us?
Jason.
Good. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Now that you've been through this process, we're about to reveal all the things we've researched for you. What's going through your mind?
Well, I'm a man of faith.
Oh my.
You're probably wondering, what does a man of faith have to do with
I am wondering that. So spill the tea. What's going on here?
Okay, so I used to be a part of the Christian church. I left. But I still left with my faith intact.
Okay, I guess that.
And when I wasn't into her content. You know, I started having dreams about this person, but yet their face was hidden from me. Symbolism to that is,
Well, that could be anyone.
they're hiding something and making promises, you know, funneling. She says she's trying to save so she can get out of her contract too.
What contract?
So that was a lot of the reasons of why, you know, she's got the clients and the side hustles. So they use the Bitcoin to hide it from the management.
So, hold on, because honestly, I apologize if I'm not as boisterous as I sometimes am, because my head is banging right now. I'm absolutely perishing in this chair, bro. I really need to stress that this guy, I feel like, overuses the faith, right? I don't feel like he needs to mention it as much as he does. But going back to me saying, I guess that answers why he's not looking for a relationship within his own church, because he's not a part of one. But the whole dream thing, that could just be anyone, right? Like, I understand he wants to attribute God to that, but I guess it could be the devil showing you this dream, right? Since he described it as perversion and all that. You know, like, I just feel like he's picking and choosing when to be religious. But go off, man, with your 27-year-old lover, who we haven't really clarified how old he is yet. Any reason as to that, or did I miss that earlier on?
Jason, we acknowledge the side hustle. We've done research about this person, and we also see the side hustles, but the side hustles are way different than what you think they are.
What?
Wow. That's why I came to you all.
Let's reveal like what we've actually found.
Okay.
You sent over an email. You also have this username that's attached to a PayPal account. Both of those searches that we conducted, we weren't able to find any other social media accounts, no information. So it looks like this email and this username was just created to chat with you and send you information. There's nothing found, nothing associated to them.
To give you an idea, Jason, like when people create email addresses and they sign up for lots of different accounts, they leave footprints behind. And so it's very rare, unless somebody's extremely private, and this person's not, right? That there's nothing attached to an email or phone number that they've given you.
You know, I would say Janice is not very private in the sense that, oh, look at my feet. Oh, my legs are akimbo. Do you want to see the downstairs? Do you get it? Because oh, she is actually private because she's showing her privates, though. Do you get it? That's funny.
And that's what Brianne found in this scenario. So that's highly suspicious.
Can we talk about the phone number? What's 520-268?
Elon Musk's
it's a phone
number or something.
Attached to a WhatsApp account. Are you chatting with this phone number?
Yes.
When was the last time you chatted with this person?
Today.
And this is under Janice?
Yes.
The phone number I was able to confirm was a Verizon wireless phone number out of Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
Here's my suspicion, Jason, what's going on. Sometimes somebody gets access to a phone number and they connect it to WhatsApp. And so they get the person to verify their phone number, they connect it to WhatsApp, so the person's still using their number, their cell phone number, making calls and everything else, but somebody else has gotten access to their WhatsApp. I think that might be what's going on in this scenario because this account is linked to somebody else.
Right, we both looked away from the screen. That's weird.
It says,
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
It says Elon.
Please check the number and dial again.
So we have this tool that goes through all these different social networks, phone apps, everything else, and it pulls historical data behind it. And so one interesting part to this is when we pulled up the historical picture and name from WhatsApp, this person was saying that they were Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX. And there was a profile picture of Elon Musk.
Interesting.
Is it?
So the person you're talking to that's pretending to be Janice, literally 2 months ago was pretending to be Elon Musk.
Wow.
With the same phone number.
Oh,
wow.
I'm shape-shifting.
Crazy.
We're not done, Jason. This is just like the tip of the iceberg. We have a lot more to show you.
You sent over the screenshots of the cryptocurrency and you explained a little bit of the situation to me this morning, that you were sent these funds from Janice's clients. I mean, do you want to just touch on that quickly?
I don't get anything that's going on right now.
So these are clients that they have that have been buying their content that they're selling.
So the All Things Worn, does she have her own account for this?
She had me create it.
Oh, goodness.
Or she had you create it. And so what are you doing with that account?
Nothing.
Hold on a second. Let me just get a note of this, because I got some things I could sell. All Things Worn is the #1 community and marketplace for selling and buying used panties, worn socks, and friendly experiences online. Anyone want to buy my socks? Just cheap socks.
Anything going through that account right now, any money or any transactions?
Other than the $16 a month that I pay for?
What?
For the last month and a half. That's the only thing. Other than that, that's where she gets some of her clients. That's all, and then she gets the clients for her other side hustle with her colleague.
So is she actively in there messaging people, like for clients, or?
Yes, she does. Not me. She does. On All Things Worn, they have a messaging system in there. I went in there, so I'm a little familiar with it. So you can message the clients from there, and then you choose like how many different ways you want to get paid, like PayPal, Cash App, or kink, they call them kink coins.
So there's like, we looked at the transactions, they're all $25, $16, $40. There's even one person that's literally paying every single day, almost
Hold on a second, man. Kink coins. Is that crypto or something? Or is that genuinely some made-up currency? I one day go to Asda, which is Walmart, basically, in the US, and I say to the cashier, sorry, I ain't got money on me today. Would you like to pay in 5 kink coins? I don't understand. God, imagine I'm paying with kink coins and I'm buying cucumbers and bananas. Oh my God, what's going on? Cashier, don't look at me like that. This is the strangest story I've ever heard.
Every single day they're paying anywhere from $16 to $40.
Larry.
Larry, and then
Who's
these
Larry?
guys don't realize they're being manipulated.
Wasn't Larry someone
They don't
else?
realize that they're being manipulated, but why, if that's the case and you have that awareness, why are you receiving Larry's funds?
He's horny. That's why.
So they can know the truth.
No, you're not.
But,
like,
that's
that's not
but
why.
you're taking Larry's money, you're taking Larry's funds, and then you're putting it in crypto.
Thief.
Yeah, I was doing it to try to help somebody.
Shut
I thought
up.
was that person.
Shut up.
Doesn't it feel dirty though? Like, I mean, knowing what it's for and then being like a facilitator for that? Like, even if it was real, to me it feels dirty.
It does.
But
it feels
you
disgusting.
But you had no issue, right? You were talking about using faith earlier on. What about now? Do you want to use it now, or again, like I said, are you just picking and choosing?
So that's not all we have.
Whatever, man.
We looked up the social media profiles that you had given us, and those are not her real social media profiles.
Wow.
So this person, what they did is they went to Janice's profile, they stole the pictures, they created another account, and they went and followed a bunch of people. Janice has her official accounts listed on the Twitter account, and when we look at the accounts you're talking to, none of them match. None of them match whatsoever.
They didn't even spell Janice's name correctly. They spelt it Janice.
Jenice. Did you notice that when you were talking to him?
Yes, because it wasn't the same as a few years ago. A few years ago, it was Shemale Janice, and I was talking to somebody on that account.
A few years?
Instagram.
How long has this
So
guy
what are
been
these people
talking?
doing?
Good morning, everyone. Editing H hair. Hair? That's Editing H's hair. Editing H here instead. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I wanted to interject here because if he's been talking to Janice for years, right, and it's inappropriate now when she's 27, how freaking old was Janice a couple years ago? How far back are we talking? Because that just gets creepier then. Do you know what I mean? Get a grip of yourself.
Did they create fake accounts of Janice Renee?
Yeah, they did. And then what they're doing is they're talking to people like you, they're getting money from you, and if they can't get money from you, they're turning you into a money mule, which is what they've done, Jason. They're using you to funnel money. Why else do you think they're getting cryptocurrency? Does anybody pay you on a normal day-to-day basis in cryptocurrency?
No, not me.
Yeah, it's not normal. Like most people, unless you're in a third world country and can't get access to cash, or you're a crypto trader, or you're trying to hide something, most people don't get paid on a day-to-day basis using cryptocurrency. And so that has to be this massive red flag, especially the fact that they're asking you to get money. Somebody's able to send you funds. Why can't they send it straight to Janice? Have you asked them that question?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I need to.
Me and you spoke this morning, and you also confirmed that you've been...
I'm going to confirm that he needs to just pack up and leave. Not, oh, we're going to have this conversation. No, there's no more conversations to be had. Move on, mate. Find yourself an age-appropriate relationship, bro.
funneling this money. So it's like you have an awareness of what's going on. Why do you think you keep engaging in this?
Horny.
Just hoping that maybe this person is actually a real person.
Horny, creepy,
You've never met this
pervert.
person face to face. You never met any of the people that have been sending you money face to face. And so your name is on everything. Your name is on the account that the ATW. Your name is on the Cash App. Your name is on the PayPal. You're the one receiving the money. You're the one transferring the money. So it's not looking very good for you, Jason.
No.
So we've come up with a plan. We want to help you out and the people that have been scammed, okay? This is going on every single day where you're getting money pretty much every single day from people. And so we want to stop this scammer because that's what they are, right? So we want to do an IP tracker
Yes.
and find out exactly where this person is. And then what we want to do is we want to go and have you message all these people that have sent you money, right? Through Cash App and through PayPal. There's a message option, and I want you to message them and ask them to give us a call and tell them it's urgent. Say it's about the money you've sent. It's very important you give me a call ASAP. And then you have to promise us one thing. You will not send any more money to this person.
I promise.
Okay. Do we need an IP tracker still?
Yeah, let's do an IP tracker.
We
have
as well.
a PayPal support link that we're gonna send you. It looks just like PayPal support. And then just tell this person, say, hey, look, I'm getting this money and now PayPal sent me this message. They're getting suspicious. And you just send them the link that we send you. This person will click on it. And then once they click on it, we'll find exactly where this person is, okay?
Okay. I just want to say thank you.
Why is the music coming?
For your help and for helping me. And I appreciate it. These scammers have been doing this for too long. And what you all do for people and for stopping this, and I know that I'm attached to them, so, whatever legally happens, but
What the hell?
if I can take them down too,
I don't
get them to
think
stop
that's
doing what
how
they're
it
doing,
works, but
that's what matters.
what's just happened here? We just don't do IP tracker anymore.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream.
Fade to black. Metaphor for my brain right now. I just feel like we just don't do IP trackers in the videos anymore. Is it just me that feels that way? I feel like I haven't seen one done in so long, but I could be very wrong, of course. My mind is a kerfuffle right now. I don't really like this guy. He gives me vibes that he's hiding something. Gives me, like in the future there'll be like a documentary made on him type vibes. That's what I get. But I'm not saying, of course, he's done something. That's just how I feel at this particular moment. I'm going to go check out the original video's comments, see what people are saying. We'll do the tantalizing talk section as always. I'll take these stupid headphones off my ears because it feels like my head is going to explode. And so, like, right now, timestamp, let me know your thoughts. I don't feel like we really went in on the whole age inappropriateness. Now, his age wasn't really mentioned, so, like, should I just believe he's 30 or something? Like, I just don't understand what's going on here. So, I feel like things were left out. I mean, the IP tracker, for one, for example. But I'll see you guys in a jiffy. Tantalizing talk time. I've recuperated some brain power, which you could argue, how much of it did I really have to begin with anyway? But I've thought about some things. It's come across my mind. So let's just share them before we get into the comments. First of all, the whole living with his wife, but not legal. That is correct. Yes. Damn, like, it's like vroom vroom in my brain. Does it make sense that he wasn't legally married, I guess, but they were ordained in front of, I guess the eyes of God? So, does that work? Is he still sinning? Let me know in the comments, please. But then also, I used to be bi, but I was never really into men or something along those lines. So you weren't bisexual then, were you? Do you know what I mean? Like, I really got this weird vibe from him, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it during the initial commentary, as you could probably tell. I was flustered, bro. I didn't know what I was saying half the time. But you could make out how I felt, I think. Now, I picked out a comment that we'll come to about fetishization, but it's just, I got that vibe from him. Like, you used to be bisexual, but when you were bisexual, you didn't really, or you weren't really attracted to men. Like, so you weren't bisexual then. So, like, I don't understand why you need to say that. Maybe he himself was just confused with his sexuality, but he comes on this show on this sort of like moral high ground type vibe. I don't know, like, he very much baffles me. And that's what I was talking about when I was saying I'm very conflicted, in the sense that I don't know what to think about him. Like, I do think he is a bad person, and a lot of people agree. A lot of the comments get that vibe, and we'll touch on them as well. But like, I'm conflicted in the sense that I can't put my finger on one specific reason. You got like a whole mixed bag of why I think you're shifty. But we'll first start off with this comment. He hides being a bad person by focusing on religion. Edit, he also totally was subscribed to her OnlyFans. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I mentioned it. He was probably getting a grip of himself using those images. Like, as much as he can try and put her down for it, right? How many times do we see people do that? And funnily enough, I mentioned incels in and amongst this freaking brain rotting that I'm going through right now. I mentioned incel. Incels love to shit on people, especially people who do OnlyFans, but then they consume that content anyway, and it's like, you're angry at this person, but you're consuming that content. So it's just like, you're a very strange individual. He gives me incel vibes, and I'm sticking with it, to be honest. So let me know your thoughts, of course. I might even title this video with incel and see what people have to say in the comment section, right? Next up, I mean, this is a classic as this person describes it, and it's high up on my list of me wanting to just headbutt the screen a lot of the times. An old man praying for a younger woman, classic. They use God to get what they want, then the devil comes out of them. Goodness me, what a quote that is. They use God to get what they want, then the devil comes out of them. Hang that in the Louvre, all right? I spat as well. That's how much emphasis I put on that bloody sentence. What a quote that is, but I believe that. People will use religion to get what they want, and you will see the true side of them. I'm not saying that this guy is doing shifty things, all right? I'm not accusing anyone of anything. But I get very stranger danger vibes. And speaking of stranger danger, I don't think it needs any more clarification on what this comment means. This guy is very strange. Thank you for seeing it the way I see it. The next one, I didn't really focus on it too much during the commentary, but now obviously I've recuperated my brain power. This individual makes a very good point. I worked in the grocery business, worked at a grocery store, then I went into the technology business, sold cell phones. Now, technically, he is working in the business, right? However, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it, there is nothing wrong with just simply saying, I worked in a grocery store, I worked in a mobile phone store selling phones. Like, I feel like he was doing too much, in my opinion. Now, you could argue, no, he wasn't, and that's just how he speaks. But the type of guy he is, with the whole moral high ground stuff that I was talking about, I feel like him saying this kind of thing makes himself think he's on a higher level, as you know, I was in the grocery business. But you weren't really in the business. You was working in the industry, sort of. But there's nothing wrong with not being in the business. You know what I mean? I get the feeling he was just doing too much, maybe bigging himself up a bit too much, which, to be honest, I feel like him mentioning his faith repeatedly was him bigging himself up too much. Maybe him being religious puts him on a higher pedestal to others. I just get that vibe, you know? The next one, this is the fetishization comment that I was talking about. The fetishizing of trans people while simultaneous sermoning them is disgraceful and disgusting. I'm 10 minutes in and seriously question this guy's intelligence and moral compass. Gross. I can't remember if I picked out a comment mentioning this or not, but I do believe it's very strange to say you feel sorry for someone, but then in the same sentence or the next sentence, say how much you're attracted to them. I feel like that's just, like, are you attracted to them genuinely, or are you attracted to them sort of on this savior complex. Like, I get that vibe from him. And as this individual says, it's disgusting. And if this was a genuine relationship scenario, I would feel for the other person, because I'm not sure you genuinely appreciate the other person and are genuinely attracted to them, more so are fetishized by them, if that's even a word. But you get what I mean. I've seen a lot of people fetishize skin color, for example, and that's what this gives, similar vibes. The next comment, well, okay, it is the comment that I picked out. What a weird thing to express feeling sorry for trans people, but also being attracted to them because of it. Now, I can't, obviously, we can't sit here and say this is entirely what he meant. I can't really remember if he said this is the direct reason of his attraction, but given everything we've talked about and giving off or going off the vibes he was giving off on screen, I'm led to believe this is the same thing. What a weird thing. It's very strange, very disgusting. And I get the feeling he feels like he's helping trans people by doing this. But I don't think you are, Mr. Jason. And then this next part, I didn't even clock it in the beginning or during when he said it, because again, my brain was all over the place. So apologies again if I seemed a little bit less boisterous or whatever. She's a mixed race sounds like he's talking about a dog. I mean, that I guess only adds to the fetishization that we're talking about, because he's kind of degrading her. She's a, like, man. Like, the more I'm reading people's comments and the more I see people's thoughts and what they're bringing up, the more I'm sitting back and feeling like, wow, how did I miss this? Or thank you for pointing this out, because we do need to talk about it. And that's the beauty of this tantalizing talk section. That's the beauty of you guys sharing your thoughts in the comments as well. Because there are some things I'm naturally gonna miss, and it's good to keep an open space so that we can civilly discuss things. Because I do want to also not only see what you guys are saying, but for you guys to educate me at the same time. Maybe I've missed something, maybe I misunderstood something, XYZ. So thank you to these individuals for bringing up points that I've missed, because when you couple all these things together, he is a very disgusting man. Like, I can't emphasize enough at how much he thinks he's on some, like, higher level to everyone else in terms of morality. But your actions are saying completely different things than your words. And you can only fall back on God so much. Next up, let's, address stupidity, I guess. In what world can this guy possibly think he's helping people by taking their money? Your guess is as good as mine, man. I feel like I'm repeating myself so much, but I feel like he was just saying anything to just make himself seem better, right? Oh yeah, I obviously very hyperbole, right? I've just poked you, but it's to help you. Obviously, that's very different scenarios, but that's the vibe he's giving. And I feel like there's only so much I can say about him before I start saying repeatedly things that have been said. Yeah, I need some sleep, baby. But the next comment, this is why it means nothing to me when a person says they're religious. This is the sad part about religion online, especially, because a lot of people claim religion and then just do things that they've just interpreted it in their own words or whatever. But it's sad to see that a lot of religions get a bad rap because of shitbags. Do you know what I mean? And then you get some people who dog on the entire religion because of it. But I've always said, and you guys know this, one person or a few people doesn't define an entire demographic. But this comment, going off of this show as well, if we're just sticking to just this show in particular, when people say they're religious, I'm waiting, all right? Usually I pause it, give a little bit of a speech, but normally, let's just wait and see if they're actually religious. Do you know what I mean? Because most of the time, especially if you're being catfished by someone much younger, I just don't feel like you've got the religion to fall back on, really. You can use it, and people do, of course, but I don't think it's gonna work. At least not with us, okay? Maybe it might work to some people who see you as a knight in shining armor or some bullshit, but it ain't gonna work for us, alright? If you're being catfished by someone much younger, not only is there greed and lust involved there, but very creepiness as well. So where does the religion tie into that, you donkey? And then lastly, goodness, I'm just reading it really quickly now. We talked a lot about religion in this story, this whole video. But that's what he did, right? Wasted half his time talking about religion that had nothing to do with the story. Now, I was going to pause it at one point and genuinely say, we get it, and I think I maybe mentioned it. We understand you're religious, okay? But you're doing too much here, all right? I don't feel like someone who's genuinely religious. Just as I, for example, don't think if someone's genuinely rich, has hella money, they're not going to flaunt it in the sense that they're not going to keep repeatedly saying it, right? So, as I normally say, when victims claim they're smart repeatedly, who are you trying to convince? Is it the audience or is it yourself? When this guy mentions his religion and faith continuously, is he trying to make us believe that he's religious or himself sort of sweep everything under the rug? No. I am religious. You get my point? I'm going to call it there because my brain hurts right here at the back. The base of that skull is pounding and I don't know why. I haven't been sleeping well, so I guess that would, correlate. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. My goodness, I feel like this is, and I don't want to say subtly, because I say subtly because it's not like outright in terms of like a Todd level, like a Jody level, where they're saying just horrible things that you can catch at first listen, right? I mean, maybe I'm speaking for myself. I didn't catch a lot of the stuff, and thankfully the comments, you guys pick them and mention them. So, but I feel like he's like a subtle creep, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to talk about this guy anymore because it's the nighttime. We're 2 weeks-ish away from Halloween. I can't deal with this much creepiness just yet. I'll see you guys next time. Please stay safe online, right? I know a lot of the TT, for example, are religious. Please stay safe from individuals like this who will use religion to not only slide into your DMs, but use religion whilst they also display signs of being a shitbag. Just be very wary. And also, if anyone tells you to go to like WhatsApp really quickly, that's a red flag. Never would I think to have said that, because naturally, when you meet someone online virtually, right, at some point you're going to have to go to a text messaging based app. But it's sad what scammers are doing, I mean, I feel like, especially if you're being told to go to Telegram, scam. See you guys next time. Bye. Lock your doors and make sure Jason doesn't get in.